number 32 by Kreutzer from his studies, and it's the first one of the last section, which is all for double stops. What is interesting about this particular study is that we always have a pedal, meaning that we always have a held note. When we play that, so every bar has one new note, not all the time, but mostly. And that's really interesting for is to keep an ear for the intonation. Then find the same note. So we tune a whole scale to the one note pedal. And then we'll do the same with the next one. So with a lot of patience, we can really listen to all the intervals, one after the other, and always tuning it to the pedal which we are holding on. And at the same time, is getting that shift between one position and the next position smoothly, but also at the right place. So we have lots of different things at the same time. Also, there's a lot of stretching in this particular study. There's some moments where we have to stretch, for example, at the end. So we have this octave with turbo. Just to get that extra note in. It's much easier. If you cannot reach, of course you can change the fingering, but it's quite an interesting thing to be able to stretch as well and be able to do it in tune. Now, once we know the piece, once we know the whole study, the most difficult thing about this study is to keep it smooth and to have some sense of musicality and phrasing. And that's what I was trying to do. And that's why we have these long bows. So to start with, of course, you're going to do separate bows to get all the intonation right and to get the notes right. Once you know it a little bit, then you do four notes and 4 notes, so half a bar each bow. Change. So that we can do it slowly and still do it legato. Once we achieve that, and we know the piece quite well, then we can try to do it in one bow. And it's really hard because we need to keep really sustained sound, really slow bow, and very legato within the bow when we change, and also when we change the bow from one to the other. And sometimes we have different notes. And to keep that legato going is really important. And then phrasing it, for example, this bit I just played. Again. So there's lots of mini phrases and bigger phrases in this study. We need to make sure that we do nice phrasing throughout. There's a particular difficult section near the end of the middle section, let's say, before it goes back to the beginning. I find this bit quite difficult to do legato. I find those 2-3 bars really tricky. So I would work on that separately, maybe 2 on a bow. And then 4 on a bow. And eventually, as it's written, I'm going to start from the beginning of the bar. I'm trying to get that continuity throughout the bar. So I hope this is helpful, and I hope you enjoy this study. You will enjoy it once you can play all the double stops really well. This is the first one, and the next ones are kind of building up, so it's really important to get this one right first.